Um, with this one, we'll talk about the sport ones in this one. And why I need to roast Mr. France right now as far as the junior cancer is concerned, since he underestimates Michael Jordan too much. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Michael Jordan has 42 records, Mr. Francis. Ron only has 9 or 10, or if you count him chasing the um, the most double-digit 10-point game, that's 11. But that's not better than Bill Russell because Michael Jordan has 42 of those records, NBA records, and 21 of those he's tied with. And he did create a dynasty. Also, I could bring up a lot of dynasties the 5 6, including me of Tiger Woods as well. I hold a variety of records as a golfer. But yeah, Michael Jordan has 42 records, Mr. Francis. Braun only has 11. Where'd you get that number from? I said, show your sources. I said, you want to look it up, Google it. He has Michael Jordan has 42 records, but Braun only has 11. And 21 of those 42 NBA records that Michael Jordan has, he's tied with those records. Now including the slam dunk titles and most gold medals. He's tied with several other USA players that won 3 gold medals. His friend's got no worse than me right now for June cancer right now because, like I said, if he was playing NBA 2K 24 and 25 right now, he'd be human right now. Cause you talk about smack about, and you say you can't talk about smack about Aquarius either, man. No, Michael Jordan's birthday is less than a month away. You know, he holds a variety of records, and half of those, more than half of his current records, he's tied with, and the rest of them he holds sole possession of himself, Mr. Francis. He has the most 3,000-point seasons. He has the most NBA scoring times PBG in NBA history. Only Wilt is ahead of him. Wilt the gold champion is ahead of him at 33.4, but he did it all as a forward and center. That's what separates Wilt the gold champion from Michael Jordan in that category. But anyway, as far as the PBG, but anyways, Michael Jordan holds the most 3,000 points and most 10,000 most 3,000 point seasons, most scoring titles, most MVPs, most unanimous MVPs. 3 of those he had were unanimous, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but 3 of those 6 MVPs were unanimous. He won 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, something no other guard has done yet, other than Kobe Bryant. He won the Defensive Player of the Year, I think twice. And that's one of the records that one of the 42 records that Michael Jordan holds the tie with Kobe Bryant in that category, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards. So that's one of the 42 records he's tied with Kobe Bryant with in that category. All the other ones he owns sole possession for most 3,000-point seasons, most MVPs, 2 three-peats, 3 slam dunk titles, 3 gold medals, most points as a shooting guard slash Jason and Jenny. Obviously, we know about Jenny being that height. Well, it was his role, and Jason, we know about Jason being that height too. Michael Jordan was probably one of the greatest Jasons and Jennings you have ever seen. 6'6" right now. You know, his birthday is less than a month away, but anyways. The next closest as far as the NBA records is Kobe Bryant. The one I know he holds is the NBA All-Star Game points record as far as the overall points, obviously. And he's held that record since his death and his anniversary of his death. And one of Kobe, if Mr. Francis didn't know, one of Kobe Bryant's grandparents, was a air baby, air horoscope. His father was Earth. Kobe Bryant's father, Joe Bryant, was Earth horoscope. But one of his godfathers or godparents and great grandparents was Aquarius, just like my grandmother. Just like my grandmother was Aquarius, and I defy that one because air. You strongly realize of air. That's probably why Mr. Francis overlooks Kobe Bryant because one of his family defies air, especially his great grandparents. You don't overlook Aquarius because they're more data analytical. They're more analytical and data oriented. That's the whole point of Aquarius. They know too much of air, and I know too much of air too. Especially when it comes to data analysts and data pilots and data channels. I follow all these channels for good reason, and it's educational. That's the reason why I watch all this stuff every day, including my sports sources on News Hutch One. But anyways,
Great. You tell her I'm going to tell the girl. I take her going to sleep this early.
right. Anyway, that was distracted, guys. Anyways, the reason why my best friends overlooks Michael Jordan is because he defies a air horoscope, and his birthday's in February. But anyways, you hate on him because he's more data. He knows more than you of air. He's data and analytical, more data oriented and analytical oriented. He can tell you all the stats that he has, and he knows about. Michael Jordan knows about all his stats, so he can tell you all his stats. Obviously, I know Mr. Brain gonna say goat though. I said, well, he. Hold up, Brain. Wait, making my video right now. Wait. Anyway, I was distracted. But anyways, like I was saying, obviously, like I was saying, like I was saying, Mr. Francis overlooks Kobe Bryant. You don't laugh at death, Mr. Francis. You know you're on some crack right now, Mr. Francis. You don't overlook death, because that could be you. Kobe Bryant's death was tragic, man. No joke. When I found out about my cousin told me about his death.
Did you eat lunch?
Yeah, I had to check him.
Did you eat lunch, Ray?
Anyways, I was talking to my. Sorry about that. I was distracted, but anyways. But yeah, Mr. Francis laughs at death, and you don't laugh at death, man. You out of your damn mind right now. Just like you don't laugh at injuries. Michael Jordan's injuries were tragic because he almost broke his neck dunking over a 7'6" guy. He almost broke his neck, almost broke his spine, almost broke his clavicle bone dunking over that worst matchup. Well, then you got into baseball and golf. Or retired the first go round just to recover from those injuries, and his knee was not the same when he tried to dunk over that 7'6" matchup in the NBA. That is the hardest defender to dunk on because you have to time it on, or they're going to volleyball it or swat it away. You don't laugh at injuries, man. I don't give a damn what you say. You don't laugh at injuries. I bet you if LeBron was injured, you would not be happy about that. You know, LeBron's dealing with injuries himself as of now. The injuries didn't come up until now because he's played all these minutes. Yeah, he's the NBA's all-time minutes leader. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. But he don't have all the records that Michael Jordan has. Michael Jordan has 42 of those records, Mr. Francis. And 21 of those he's tied with, and the other ones he owns himself. Sole possession, first place himself. All but the points accumulated. But yeah, the reason why LeBron has that overall all-time points leader because ours is the longevity, but it doesn't matter. He's just stat padding. Just because obviously he mortgaged the Lakers future falls their first round draft picks. And yeah, they traded D'Angelo Russell away. It's not that his shooting, it's not that his PPG is down because his PPG's been a double digit. His shooting percentage is down. So yeah, they made that trade. But what caused? You gave the Nets 3 second-round picks. Yeah, you still got your 3 first-round picks, but those LeBron might make those go. LeBron might make those go away, Mr. Francis. So like I said, you can't overlook air at its finest. Why? You know why. Because they know more than you. Like I said, of us Aquarius babies, and we know we defy that on our great grandparents or grandparents, and we cannot be stopped with air. Unstoppable force of air. You understand me, Mr. Francis? Michael Jordan was Black Jesus, though. He was the avatar. He wasn't the avatar of the last airbender long before I was. Like I said, because Mr. Francis is on some crack right now. Honestly, you don't understand your horoscopes either. Because the whole point of water, and my aunt would tell you this all day long, you're supposed to take accountability for your actions and your sins. If for Mr. Friends to overlook that, Mr. Friends should not be in a relationship. Mr. Friends, you should not be dating nobody right now if that's the damn case. You better off to staying single. Because you don't take accountability for what you've done on this earth. That's just me, though. That's just me, though. Of air and earth horoscopes. But anyways, Mr. Francis hates Michael Jordan because he defies true royalty. And he hates him because he defies air. One of the best air horoscopes today if you were dating me. But anyways, you need to go off topic on that. But anyways, like I said, Michael Jordan holds a variety of records. Yeah, he don't hold the points record. No, he don't hold the points record. I know that. But if he was wanted to break that record, he could. Even in this era, he's retired right now. He's in his 60s. But anyways, he'd be 63 next year. This February upcoming. Aquarius, baby. But anyways, his friends hates himself right now when it comes to the Michael Jordans. Because who was the most electrifying athlete? It's not LeBron. Got on Mr. Friends say dunk that shit in there. I said, well, if he was really dunking at his prime, why does he have to win a slam dunk contest, Mr. Francis? He could have did it for his hometown city if he wanted to. And then just said, F, I don't want to do it no more. But honestly, not. He was too stuck up, like Shannon Sharp, dumb self. Mr. Sharp, Mr. Sharp. Yeah, I know you follow him too, Mr. Francis. But you know Mr. Francis as well, Shannon Sharp is an ambivert. Did you not know that? Bet you didn't know that either. It's the worst thing to be honest, introverts and extroverts. The introverts are the worst. And based on Shannon Sharp being that one, he overlooks Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan is air. It's a bare batch of air. And he don't want that smoke boxing with him out the gloves too, knowing Mike Tyson himself. But anyways, cause I told Mr. Francis, you obviously hate yourself because if you knew about Michael Jordan as a person, you obviously get to know him more, heaven and hell at his finest. And I showed you on one of my videos, it was over an hour and 20 minutes. Michael Jordan has the most money. He's a multi-billionaire. The next closest person to me is Tiger Woods. And LeBron's fifth on that list, yes. Rory is on that list, sixth on that list. LeBron's fifth. He's not the most wealthiest athlete. Yes, he's the most wealthiest athlete, but not the most wealthiest North American athlete. Michael Jordan is. And me of Tiger Woods right behind him. Two of the most made money. If you watched my hour and 20-minute stream, friend from a while ago, you saw in my channel that had on Bro Hudson that video I just made pretty much talked about who was the most wealthiest athletes of all time. Braun was seventh on that list. Rory was at sixth on that list. I was second behind Michael Jordan, my Tiger Woods like me, at $2.5 billion. Michael Jordan had 3.3. Braun's only at 1.9. So he's not the most wealthy. Among active, he's the most wealthy, but he's not the most wealthiest North American sports athlete of all time. Me of Tiger Woods is the second most richest athlete behind Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan has all these sponsors and all these commercials, Cotton Haynes and Fruit of the Loom and all them shoes he got. They're coming out at Foot Locker and Dick's Sporting Goods and other street places and what's the other place? Shoe City and all the other shoe brands they got in all the cities worldwide. Michael Jordan's the most wealthiest athlete of all time, $3.3 billion. And even with him passing on, if he did pass or not, he probably just died from old age because he lived a long time on this earth. Anyways, you always hate yourself because you don't know Michael Jordan has a variety of records and couldn't be in one was the most wealthiest athlete of all time. That was one of the records he held, if you know about money. And me and Tiger Woods was right behind him. LeBron was six on that list if you saw my 1 hour and 20-minute stream back when I was on my meds then. But anyways, that's when I had more energy than to now. But anyways, Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT of all time, friend, whether you like it or not. He holds a variety of records. He's 21 of those 42 he's tied with. And the other 21 he holds himself, counting the money as well as the most money for the North American sport athlete of all time. Well, Mr. Friend gonna say trademark. I said, well, you forgetting Chinese zodiac plays a factor in this too. And I defy that one as well. That's Tiger and Dragon horoscope. Think about the Chinese zodiac too, Mr. Friend. Think about that for a second. Those are the ones that made me defy. If you know, of being interracial. But anyways, Tiger and Dragon. Those are the ones I defy. This year was the year of the dragon. This was Chinese um, Winter Chinese New Year. If you didn't know that either.
Awesome.
But yeah. But anyways. But anyways, like I was saying, obviously, Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT of all time. He did create a dynasty. He holds a lot of records. I hold a lot of records as a golfer. Only John has more majors and more Masters won of all time with 6. 6 indeed. We already know who the Michael Jordans of golf are. It's obviously me. Even according to my height and weight classes. When I was beefed up, even then and now, and even dealing with my injuries, if I had surgery counting then and now, I was still the most electrifying athlete you have ever seen, Mr. Francis. Because unlike you, you're not a walker. I knew how to conquer, even when it came to my injury. I had to show some mental toughness when it came to my mental and physical health injuries and mental health issues. But anyways, now I got 13 injuries, 9 physical, 4 mental. But anyways, we already knew that Michael Jordan was even in golf. We already knew that Michael Jordan was even in tennis. We already knew that Michael Jordan was even in football. We already knew that Michael Jordan was even in baseball, even when they didn't have the title or not. Even when they were one and done out of high school in baseball or not. We already knew that Michael Jordan's in basketball was. We already knew that Michael Jordan in every sport was. Counting swimming, if you know about Michael Phelps, Mr. Francis. You know about 11 and 6. Mr. Francis' favorite player is not going to catch those records anytime soon. And if he does that, he got to play until he's 60 to do that. And that's very unlikely he won't do it. One, he played too many minutes. And 2, he's dealing with injuries as of now. They call him to him now because he played a lot of minutes, counting. That's not including the minutes he played for Team USA this year. A lot of wear and tear on his body. He don't even use a gym. LeBron don't even use a gym, Mr. Francis. Tiger Woods uses a gym and count. That's not including his hojo. Because unlike LeBron, who pays to get his body fixed up, Tiger Woods has a gym to keep himself in shape. When Mr. Francis said train long, I said, well, Mr. Francis, you always hate yourself because you don't know shit. You copy my sources, but yeah, you follow ESPN. You forgetting ESPN dealing with issues too, Mr. Francis. Shannon Sharp's about to be off ESPN now. He's about to get fired soon. And he just got, I just told my he just got fired off of Undisputed. Now he's about to be fired off ESPN First Take for saying some inappropriate shit. I told my aunt that too. He said some things he sure should never said. That's the one of being an ambulance if you know about air. But anyways. And the only thing Shannon Sharp's going to have up is his podcast on Spotify and YouTube. That's Eve still has that. And that's if you don't lose that for saying some inappropriate shit. Mr. Francis in the, you want some crack right now, Mr. Francis. You know that. I know you're not the fighter I say you are because you're not a fighter. You're shorter than I am. A lot of people beat your ass in a fight. Even if you started it too. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. But that was just my rant. Talking about the Michael Jordans, who the Michael Jordans in all sports was, pretty much. I'll probably continue to talk about that in the next video, pretty much. It's the first video I made in over 2 weeks, obviously. Because the last video I made was right before Christmas. I made several videos 2 weeks ago. But anyways, next video I'll continue to talk about the sport wars, and then I'll continue to talk about the console wars in the next 2 videos after. My second video, I continue to talk about the sport wars, and then the next 2 videos after that, I'll talk about the console wars after that. But the first 2 will talk about the sport wars. This is the first one right here. The part 2 will come after this video. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. Make sure you follow me on Expert, add me on PSN, Expert Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Super Nintendo 64, Chummy Ishi, and Masaka Ishi. For those are all my backup PSN accounts, and my main one, Expert Glory 2. Make sure you add me on that. My backup accounts on PSN, I'm reaching my friends limit, so be careful with the close friends. But you can still keep sending them until I get to 2,000 friends. But anyways, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Add me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook as well. I make these videos daily, obviously. Follow me on Facebook. Add me on Facebook. You'll see the Heaven and Hell picture on it. You'll see my whole name spelled backwards as well. And also follow me on TikTok. as well. They're looking to get more files on that, just they haven't gotten a file in a good while since getting all those files post racing. But anyways, okay, guys, I end the video right there. But the second video, the Sport Wars is about to come up at this video. Yeah, this is.